Hi and welcome to this video. I'm Evan from Hotgates, and in this video I will show you how to use the HG Poly Catacombs asset pack. Now, if you've installed it in your computer and in your project, the first thing you will see probably is this overview map. So let's take a look what you get when you buy this asset pack. We've got some banners here, some basic landscape elements, your structural elements including walls, crates, stairs, crumbled walls, crypts, arches, archways, stairs, pillars, columns, your floors. We got some ceiling elements here, portcullis, a gate, two separate doors, one single mesh, and the archways for the doors, an assortment of barrels, some chain link here. We got some shelves, decorated and empty, so you can decorate them yourself. Some skeleton poses, bones. We got one statue and some decorative swords, which you can use, by the way, on your characters if you want. And some coffins, all of which are interactable, and I will go over this as we take a look at the blueprints. So we got some chests and crates, a brazier, some sacks, a lot of vases, all of which are customizable, one mesh and separate meshes with their cups, with their respective cups and their broken elements, so if you hit them with a sword you can make them seem as if they break and scatter. Some small props, books, candles, torches, scrolls, potions, two sacks, a mortar and pestle, and a lever. So, apart from the meshes, you get also some interactable blueprints, namely barrels, braziers, chests, double doors, a portcullis, a single door, a switch for the double doors and the single doors, a torch which you can customize the light and the various other parameters, and the vases. What else? The textures, yeah. Now the textures, don't be surprised, are just two very small textures, 64 by 64 each. You will see how they are used in a minute. Now let's start a new level and see how you can make use of all these assets. So let me start a new level. There we go. Yeah, let's save this. Let's make this bigger. Oops, let's make this bigger. There we go. Let's add the post-process volume. Make it unbound. And disable auto exposure. There we go. And with that out of the way, let's start and see what you get. Okay, let's start with the blueprints. Now the blueprints are very basic. The reason is that usually I don't include blueprints with my asset packs, but in order to help you, let's say, prototype some very basic functionality, I have scripted together some blueprints for you so you can use them. So basically what most of them are the meshes themselves with the interactive elements, in this case the barrel and the cup. There we go. A sphere collision object. And once you overlap this collision object with your player, which is here, you activate the barrel, which in turn moves the lid whichever way you have selected, either left or right, and you also have the option to close it again if you wish, or you can just leave it open. Same with the crate. Exactly the same blueprint. It's very easy to understand. As I said earlier, it's very basic. Same with the doors. The arrow shows which way the doors will open once interacted with. You got a collision box on both sides, so you can open it from both sides. And I can show you what goes on in here. There you go. Again, same scripting. Nothing too fancy, but it works. Let's save this level and I will show you how exactly this works. Okay. Demo 2. No. Okay. 002. There we go. And I will open our demo scene. Let me quickly disable the sounds. Wrong search window. Okay, now this demo scene is slightly different from the one you get in your game. The difference being it has some more assets lying around, and the dynamic weather asset pack, which I can't sell, obviously. So this is how the barrels work, as you can see. Chest. The door is locked, you have to use the lever. Again. One thing to mention. I will be adding some fire particles and for the braziers and the torches. I just couldn't get them to work properly and I didn't like the results, so I didn't include them as it is. And I will be adding them to the asset pack free of charge. So let's open the door. And this is what I was talking about. You can create some very cool effects and some very cool scenes with some complementary assets. Anyway, I will not be showing you any more of the demo scene, but this was just to show you how the blueprints work. For instance, the brazier, you can change the intensity. You can change the color. Pretty basic stuff, as I mentioned earlier. You can turn it off if you want. The door, you can make it open. You can make it locked if you want to use it with a lever. You can make it one-sided. This means that if you want to place another wall here, for instance, let's say environment, let's say you want to have another wall on the other side of the door besides the one in the blueprint, for instance this one. You can do so if you want, and it will still work. You can also use the lever on the walls if you scale it down to half the size, and you check this placed on wall. What this does is it moves the lever to the upright position, so it looks really nice when you use it on the wall. Let me show you how this works. There you go. And it opens the door. As you can see, you can create various layouts with the meshes. For instance, over here we got the stairs. Let me crank up the light a bit. Now the stairs are comprised of these parts: the underside, the stairs themselves, and the railing. Now there are two railings. This one has a lip on the side, and you will see why. I decided to make them this way because of course you can use this one too. The only difference is you get to see this. You get to see the bricks. It's not ugly per se, but why not have the option to make it look even nicer? Also, you get various pillars, of course. By the way, everything snaps at 500. Now, some elements you might need to place them in the middle of the wall, like the doors, and you will need a snapping of 250. Now, you can add it. You can add a custom snapping if you go to the preferences of the editor, and you go up here and you type snapping, I believe. Yeah, there we go. Level editor viewports. So if you come in here and you press the add button, you can type whichever value you want. 300, 400. You can press enter, and when you return, it's available right here. If you want to change the order, what you can do is take this, and drag it up and place it where it belongs. That easy. Again, you open the editor preferences, you go up to the search bar, to the search field, and you type snap, double P, because it's referring to snapping, grid snapping, decimal grid sizes, and you can add everything that you want, even in degrees and scaling. Everything is editable. So let's move on. And let's return to our empty level and try to build something. I opened the same level, sorry. So let's get rid of those. Now, as I was saying earlier, everything snaps at 500. So let's start with some, let's start with some walls. There we go. Now, if you place your asset somewhere and it doesn't snap, what you can do, let me show you real quick. You can, let's say you place it there and it's not on the grid. You can press Ctrl End and it will snap to the grid. Let me show you again. Let's say you place it here and let's hide this. As you can see, it's not on the grid. You check on Snap to Grid and you press Ctrl End and it snaps on the grid nicely. The same is true if you want to snap it on the floor, in which case you press Shift End and it snaps on the floor. As you can see, it's not on the grid because if I press Ctrl End, it will go beneath the surface. So let me lower that a bit as not cause us any trouble. Actually, let's delete that. So let's say we want to start building our wall. Now let's just make a big wall and I will show you why in a minute. Let's say you want to build a huge wall. Come on. Now obviously some repetition is present, okay? But if you want to quickly add some variation, you can do this, select some various pieces from the wall and replace them with other pieces. Every single piece has a different layout in order to break repetition, as you can see. Yeah, I don't like this over there, so I'm going to, there we go. This looks better. Of course, you can also add a floor crate if you want. You can move it up. Now, this is an instance where you need to snap it to 250. You change it to 250, you slide it down. That's the bottom half, horizontal. Yeah, let's place this here. And there we go. Actually, for better effect, because as you can see, there is some slight variation in the colors there. You can place this and everything looks fine. Now, the reason why I chose to cut my walls over here is to give you the opportunity to place them next to each other, and it will not be visible to the player it will not be visible to the player where your walls are placed. So as you can see, even if I move close enough, you can't tell the difference. Which is, I found it to be nice. Now let's move on with our scene. Let's delete those. We don't need them. And shall we keep these? Actually, you know what? I will try to make something cool. Let's see now. I will duplicate that. There we go. That's the fun part with modularity. You can quickly assemble a scene. That's the bottom one. Yeah, nice. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Some floor. Let's try this. 250. Skylight. Let's make the light movable. Sky sphere. Player start. Light most importance. Let's make everything movable. Oh, I duplicated it. It's okay. I have the grid snap gridding to 250. Let's make it 500. Let's take these, add them there. Just to make sure we don't have any duplicates. I don't recommend doing this. I mean, copying the meshes and just replacing them, because it will cause a chaos in your world outliner. But in our case, just because we want to make this a bit faster, we can get away with it. Oops. There we go. You can also scale them -1 and it will be put into place. What we can do here is, yeah, add another layer of, there we go, nice. Let's add some columns. We can add some variation later. Let's return that to 500. Actually, yeah. Let's add a wall. There we go. I only need 3 of them. Them to the other side. I will probably speed this up. I will be back in a minute. So as you see, I managed to build a somewhat interesting environment. I didn't put many things in here. We can still add many props if you want. Let me just add a few real quick. Yeah, some sacks. Yeah, let's change it up a bit. That goes there. That goes here. Very nice. We can add also a coffin in here if you want. There we go. Let's also add a skeleton. Just a little bit. By the way, if you don't know how to place the widget in a place other than the mesh's pivot origin point, you can press Alt and the wheel and click the wheel, Alt wheel click, and you can place the transform widget wherever you want. So what else? Well, we can go on and tweak this environment as much as we like. Let me just cap off that real quick so that it doesn't look, you know, out of place. Remember, Control and snaps the grid. That easy. There we go. As you can see, with modular pieces and that snap to grid perfectly, you can construct a level real quick with not much fuss. But if you want to add that personal touch, you can always move them around like this, you know, to make it look even cooler. Yeah, let's add a banner up there real quick. There is a small banner I like. And snap it to grid. Since everything is either 250 or 500 multiples, you can easily put manually the values in here. Yeah, doesn't look bad. By the way, if you want to spice it up a bit, you can combine various barrels and lids from the blueprint. You can make it open left or right, the lid. You can rotate the barrel if you want. Don't know why it's flickering like that, but you can place them over here if you want. Real quick. We can lock the door and place a lever here, which will, did I place? Yeah, I picked there you go. But in order to make the levers and the chests and everything in the Ragtable work, you will have to do some editing in the blueprint level. Oh, wrong. Stop building. You will have to do some editing in the blueprint, in the lever blueprint, sorry. I will show you exactly what in a minute. But as you can see, real easy, real quick. You can place and add variation to your level like this, real quick. Yeah. Whoop, wrong. Let's fix those things here. I don't like how they look. So what can I do about it? Let's see. 250. No, I don't like that, but I could always do this. We can always hide some place some geometry outside the level. Since it's low poly, it won't affect much, but this fixed the issue and it looks pretty nice. So let's continue. And let's go back to the demo level. Let's save this real quick. One thing I forgot to mention. Let me show you real quick, because I always tell myself I'm going to tell you about the materials, but I always forget about it. So, materials. You will probably be wondering why the walls look so weird. The reason is because in order to customize each and every asset, be it walls, the banners, the doors, everything, all you have to do is come in here and change the colors. In this case, our wall has 12 different colors. I will make them a bit colorful right now so you can see what I mean. You don't have to go and swap textures or export your meshes to an external program in order to customize them. You can do it right here and make your level look unique. So if you don't want these kind of walls, you can always do brown walls real quick. Right from the material. This provides some flexibility, actually a lot of flexibility. If you want to make your assets look, your levels look unique, or use the same assets over and over again, and they won't look the same. Let's make that. I believe it's just 8 colors. Wait, where is that? That's the color. So let's change it to something gray. Saturation. Let's bring the saturation down. And the value. No, let's lighten up a bit. Anyway, you get the picture. You can do whatever you like with the assets. Same goes for the columns. You can make them green. You can change the cracks if you want. Everything is editable. And again, you don't have to swap textures. Everything happens within the material. There is also an emissive part in this particular piece, and namely what happens behind the crate. And what happens behind the crate is this. If you want to add the notion that there is something toxic running underneath your level, or lava maybe, or something magical, you can do so with this. The same is true for the crate floor. Sorry, let me place it real quick. Same principle. 12 main colors, 3 emissive. Whoops. Now what else? The same is true for the props. If you want to change the books, all you have to do is go in here and change them. You can see the colors, you know which one you want to change, and you can make the green one, you can make it purple, or the red, you can make it, I don't know, brown. Or you want to change the color of the pages. I believe it's this one. Yep, it's this one. Maybe you want to make them white. I don't know. Everything. Candles. They look white right now. Okay, let's change them. I believe it's this one. I think it's, yep, it's this one. So candles are usually yellowish. That doesn't look bad. Maybe a little bit darker or more yellow. Same goes for the chest. The chest. There we go. You don't want a brown chest. You want it maybe to be, let's say, dark blue. Yeah. And maybe you want the metal parts white. Now, the reason this has descriptions in its name. It's because it's using this master material. Now, in order to be able to use one master material, I chose to go with sorry, let me find it real quick. I decided to go with this naming convention. I mean, because if you see the material inside, how it's set up, you can see that you got 1, 2, 3. These are your 12 main colors and the 3 emissive down here. The way this is set up, it's you take the masks from the textures, the 2 textures, this one and this one. You divide it in a grid. You can multiply and add them together in order to get this variation and this customization. But if you feel that you get lost with the names, I mean, if you don't know what goes where, there is also a material that usually in some, because for instance a wall can have metal or leather or color 1 or color 2, so you may be confused by this if you use it on a wall, while this one is universally not confusing. So let me know, send me an email or leave a comment on the Unreal Marketplace store if you like this more than this. But either way, I can change it up. I can make something less confusing if you want. But for optimization's sake, and in order to use one master material, I chose to go with this name convention. What else? What did I want to show you? Yeah, how to use the interactive blueprints. Okay, let me go back to our demo. Yeah, let's save this. I changed the colors and it changed it in here also, so let's go back and change it real quick. Yeah, let's go with the gray ones. Yep, come on, this, and what else is missing? Actually, nothing is missing, it looks fine, but for some reason, yeah, so the walls, yeah, I know what happened. That's the one I should be changing. But this only goes to show how fast you can really change the look of your scene, make it more, I don't know, more interesting, more to your liking. There you go. Perfect. Now, in order to use the blueprints, I set it up in this way because it was for this level. But if you want to use them in your own level, you can either do this. You can just copy these blueprints and use them on your level. What this does, it tries to get all the actors or the interactable actors. So the blueprint chest, the blueprint double doors, single door switch, barrels, portcullis, braziers, vases, etc. It checks to see if you press interaction, which one you're interacting with. It sends the command down here to interact with the appropriate blueprint, which goes to the blueprint and either opens the gate, uses the lever, opens the door, etc. So for instance, if you go in here and you press the chest, it comes right here, checks if you open the chest. If you did open the chest, it means the chest is found, it goes to true, it stops right there, goes down here, searches which one of the chests you want to interact with, it makes that the active chest, sends the signal to the chest blueprint, and from there it calls this one and the blueprint runs. Pretty simple and pretty easy to implement. But if you find that you have some issues with it, let me know and I will gladly help you out. So let's see how this works and let's run through the level one time and see what there is we can do. As I was mentioning earlier, so this chest, this barrel right here, you can either make it turn left or you can either make it turn right. In fact, let me just copy it real quick over here. The direction it's facing and it's going to interact, so this one will open right and this one will open left. Let's see. Full screen. There you go. Same with the chests. This door is locked. This door is locked. And this lever is connected to that door, so in order to open it we have to, use the lever. Same with this door, the lever is on the other side. It's this one over here. And another chest. Unfortunately, there's no loot. As you can see, you can create pretty interesting designs by changing the color. This is a happy accident. Actually, that chest and the door looks pretty nice. Another use of the emissive color is this gem. Let's check it out real quick. That's the gem. It's this one right here. We can make it green. We can make it blue. Oh, we can make it teal. Nice. Same with the banners. You don't like blue and green. That's no problem. We can make them red. We can make them dark red. That looks very royally to me. We can make them purple. To be honest, I like this one. Red and yellow. Nope. And a little bit. There we go. This looks nice. Same applies over here with the no, that's stone, metal. Ah, there we go. Can make this bit gold, etc. Same with the braziers. You can change the intensity. You can change the color of the light. The attenuation radius. And toggle it on and off. Let's continue our play from... Actually, we can't. To show you, just a second, play from here. What was it? Ah, yeah. I just saw that the pawn, the player, is floating above this piece. So the reason that is, it's because I'm using simple collisions. That's it. That's why it flows. It floats above the ground. If you want to use, if you don't want the player to float above the ground, you can come in here. Where is it? You can come down here. You can change the collision complexity from project default to use simple collision as complex. Or was it the other way around? No, use complex collision as simple. Save. Let's go out. Let's play from here and let's see how the player walks now. Now the player doesn't float above the ground. That's one way to change the collision. Now this map is a little bit different than the one you get with the asset pack, as I mentioned earlier, I think. Because it's using the sorry, apologies. It's using the ultra dynamic sky. It's using the ultra dynamic sky and the ultra dynamic weather that's included in there, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. I like the color changes. I mean, you never know. This looks nice. So we got some potions that are two colored, so you can fake the illusion that they are consumed. These are half empty or half full potions. This one is in the blueprint, or actually it's facing the other way. There we go. And it's not a blueprint. Okay. Again, this door is locked, but we can open it with a lever. You can see you can create really complex scenes with this asset pack. Real easy, real fast. Why is it so bright? That's more like it. I need to rebuild the light again, but no worries. That's no blueprint. This one is. Once you unlock the door, of course you can always close it. There we go. This one unfortunately was closed and it's locked. Can we make it from here? Yeah, we can make it from here. Cool. So let's go this way and open the door once more. You can create multi-level dungeons with these. This is the final part of the level. So let's take a look at the level from above and see all the things you can achieve with this asset pack. Let me just turn on the lights real quick. Let's get rid of this and this. Actually, let's change the weather, clear skies, change the time of day. There we go. Oops, too bright. So this is the whole demo scene. As you can see, it's pretty huge. Now, if you can't achieve these complex shapes, you can simply come in here, copy them, and move them into your level. As you can see, everything is made using the modular assets. Real easy. Everything works fine in synergy. You can make inclined surfaces, supports using the archways, or bridges like this one. Here also come the ground elements in play, as you can see. Else this would be floating in mid-air. What else? Let's see. You can also scale them up, as you can see here in this example. This is the roof tile. If I scale it back to its original size, it's this one, which can be used in this huge tower. So that's about it. If you have any questions, hit me up, send me an email or leave a comment in the Unreal Marketplace comments section. If you buy this asset pack, please leave a comment and a rating on the Unreal Marketplace, as this helps me improve and helps me know what you like and what you would like to see from this asset pack or from future asset packs. One last thing, this asset pack can be combined with the other two asset packs in the HG Poly series, the Coffins and the Crates. That's it from me. Hope you liked this tutorial and this presentation. And yeah, stay safe. Till next time, I'm Evan, and take care.